Los Angeles. It sounds like a simple task when you say that Astros manager A.J. Hinch needs to wring 9 innings from his pitching staff, 9 innings in which they are allowed fewer runs than the Houston offense scores. How Hinch and Chargers achieve that, those damnable specifics, are much more complicated. The only thing we know for certain is that Lance McCullers will start for the Astros, which Hinch confirmed in the post-Game 6 presser. We also have a recent roadmap as to how Hinch has handled McCullers in his last 2 outings. Consider, in Game 7 of the ALCS, McCullers relieved starter Charlie Morton and worked 4 scoreless innings against the Yankees. In Game 3 of the World Series against these same Dodgers, McCullers started but struggled with his command en route to allowing 3 runs in 5 1/3 innings. Brad Peacock relieved and worked 3 2/3 hitless innings to close out the Houston win. So the last 2 times that Hinch has pitched McCullers, he's in essence been part of a piggyback arrangement in which one starter has given way to another starter pitching in relief after getting through the order for the second time, or just dipping his toes into the batting order for a third time. On Wednesday night, it would be most surprising if McCullers faces more than 18 batters. As you have no doubt heard to the point of nodding off to sleep, starting pitchers tend to see significant decline when facing an opposing lineup for the third time in the same game. With aces like, say, Justin Verlander, managers tend to not worry about that too much, even in the postseason environment. With guys like McCullers, who may one day be an ace, but isn't yet of that status, much less rope is given. See also, Dave Roberts and Rich Hill. So even if McCullers is cruising, Hinch will likely make a preemptive move to the bullpen. If he piggybacks, and given the recent ineffectiveness of his standard relievers, that seems likely, then Peacock seems like the choice. Speaking of Peacock, he threw 39 pitches in Game 5, so he'll come into Game 7 on 2 days rest. His relief gem in Game 3 came on 2 days rest, albeit coming off just 11 pitches. So he's certainly an option for Hinch. Also on 2 days rest will be Dallas Keuchel, who started and threw 86 pitches in game. You probably can't get much from Keuchel in this game, but he could be called upon to face one of the potent Dodger lefty bats like Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Jock Peterson, and then go a bit further. Otherwise, Musgrove probably won't be one of Hinch's first choices, since he's pitched 3 of the past 4 days. Ken Giles, excellent in the regular season, has thrown just 8 pitches in the last 5 days, so it wouldn't be surprising to see him in Game 7. Yes, he's been awful in the World Series, but absent some kind of known physical or mechanical problem, Hinch would do well to trust the skill set if there's a need for Giles, i.e., if it's close in the late innings. Chris Davinsky, one of Hinch's go-to guys, is on 2 days rest after clocking in with 29 pitches in Game 5 and 12 in Game 4. Will Harris has thrown just 13 total pitches in the last 5 days. Let's also not forget the run-up to Game 7 of the ALCS, when it was widely speculated that Hinch might turn to Verlander for an inning 0 days of rest. This, of course, raises the tantalizing possibility that we'll see Verlander in Game 7 of the World Series one night after throwing 93 pitches in the Game 6 loss. On that very matter, Hinch after Game 6 said this: "I think it's Game 7, the last game of the season. We'll evaluate everything. It would take a big effort, but you never know." So consider that card perhaps in Hinch's deck. What should we expect? We can probably look for 4 or so innings from McCullers, barring a blow-up earlier than that, one time through the order for Peacock, and then matchups using Keuchel, Harris, Davinsky, and Giles. As Hinch indicated, though, it's fluid situation, mostly because once Wednesday arrives there is no tomorrow.